You know, the state of the world, it's really like a swinging pendulum. What's been divided for a long time will eventually unite. And what's been united for a long time will eventually divide. For example, take the earliest Zhou dynasty. Later, 7 states fought back and forth until they were finally unified by the state of Qin. But the Qin dynasty didn't last many years before it collapsed, and then it was the Chu-Han contention. After a period of turmoil, Liu Bang eventually won and established the Han dynasty. The early Han dynasty was pretty good. Emperor Gaozu, Liu Bang, was said to have risen up and become emperor after slaying a white serpent, unifying the realm. But no matter how powerful a country is, problems arise after a long time, although Emperor Guangwu later propped up the Eastern Han for a while. By the time it passed down to Emperor Shun, the world began to descend into chaos again, and the era of the Three Kingdoms slowly began to unfold. So, where did the problem lie? To put it bluntly, it started with the two emperors, Emperor Huan and Emperor Ling. Emperor Huan didn't like upright and capable ministers. He doted on eunuchs, the castrated officials who served the emperor in the palace, and marginalized all the good officials. After he died, Emperor Ling took over. Originally, two important officials, Grand General Du Wu and Grand Tutor Chen Fan, planned to team up and eliminate those eunuchs. However, their plan wasn't kept secret, and the eunuchs struck first, having them killed. From then on, the eunuchs in the palace became even more tyrannical, wielding more power than the emperor himself. Speaking of which, things get a bit eerie here. One year, on a certain month, while Emperor Ling was holding a meeting in the palace, a super strong wind suddenly blew. A huge blue serpent flew down from the roof beams and coiled right onto the emperor's throne. It scared Emperor Ling so much that he fainted on the spot. And the officials fled in all directions. Then came thunderstorms and hailstorms, lasting until midnight, destroying many houses. This wasn't the only disaster. Later, there was an earthquake in Luoyang, people drowned in a tsunami, hens turned into roosters, black vapor rushed into the imperial palace, and the earth cracked open. All sorts of natural disasters seemed to foretell that the world was about to change. Emperor Ling also felt uneasy and asked his ministers, "Are these calamities heaven warning me?" At this time, an upright official named Kai Yong submitted a memorial, basically saying, "These strange occurrences are caused by the Empress's eunuchs meddling too much in politics. The nation's destiny has been disrupted by them." He was very direct, and the result? The emperor nodded and sighed after reading it. He was about to go to the latrine to calm down when the most powerful eunuch, Cao Ji, secretly read the memorial, feeling that Kai Yong had offended him too deeply. Cao Ji found an excuse to have him demoted and banished. From then on, people like Zhang Rang, Zhao Zhong, and Cao Ji formed a gang of 10. Historically known as the 10 attendants who colluded to wreak havoc in politics. Emperor Ling even called Zhang Rang Abadadi, doting on him like a relative. The entire court was controlled by this group. The common people's lives became increasingly bitter, and so the world began to descend into chaos. Bandits ran rampant, and the turmoil became uncontrollable. At that time, in the area of modern-day Hebei, then called Julu Commandery, there were 3 brothers. The eldest was Zhang Jiao, and his younger brothers were Zhang Bao and Zhang Liang. Zhang Jiao was originally just a scholar who kept failing his exams. One day, while gathering herbs in the mountains, he unexpectedly met a mysterious old man. This old man had an ethereal, immortal-like appearance. With bright eyes and smooth skin, not looking like a mortal at all, he carried a staff in his hand. He called Zhang Jiao into a cave, gave him 3 celestial books, and told him, "This is called the Essential Arts of Great Peace. If you master it, you can spread the Tao and save people on behalf of heaven. But remember, this is to save the world, not for your own power or profit. If you harbor evil intentions, the retribution will be terrible." Zhang Jiao immediately knelt and asked for the old man's esteemed name. The immortal merely said, "I am the old immortal of southern Hua," and then vanished like a wisp of wind. From that day on, Zhang Jiao diligently studied these 3 books day and night. He learned many mysterious magical arts and was even said to be able to summon wind and rain. He later gave himself the resounding title, the Great Peace Taoist. At the beginning of the first year of Zhongping AD 184, a plague suddenly broke out, and many people died. Zhang Jiao seized this opportunity and began to distribute charmed water for free to heal people, speaking with such conviction that he declared himself the great worthy and virtuous teacher. This move was very effective. People who were cured believed in him, and soon he had over 500 disciples. These disciples also learned to write charms and chant spells, spreading his fame everywhere.